EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Burks into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Following the penalty, Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They go with Chubb on second down, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Chubb will get the call, running left. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And his kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Burks throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Burks. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Burks steps away to his left. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run it again with Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 55 rushing yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Burks. This one taken in by Olave. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Burks. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 33 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson. this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Second down, here's Chubb again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27th. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now it's Watson. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point. And our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
As he throws, he lost the football. It's loose. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A run for Nick Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 154 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game
that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
This will be fielded at the 17. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground, it's Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 182 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run. Chubb gets past one man.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Check 26, check 26.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll run for it with Davis. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Nick Chubb stops short. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Burks. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. And they take a knee. Going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.